we got your boy Ice Cube, man, on deck, man. It's
Not
your
my
Robin
boy,
Ja.
your boy.
It's my boy.
The
Yeah.
home of hip hop news and cultural commentary.
Y'all know how we do.
We got to talk about Ice Cube because recently he did, I guess you could call it a ride along with Tucker Carlson. He took Tucker Carlson to South Central, and people have a problem with it. Some people loved it. Seemed like Ice Cube and Tucker Carlson agreed on just about every damn thing during the conversation.
About that. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because once I heard about, I was like, man, I never really dug too much into Tucker Carlson. I mean, I hear some of the stuff he say, but I never really indulge into him like that. But I didn't really get to indulge into him this time, but some similarities that he had with Cube. So
yeah. It's very interesting that they were so buddy and laughing about every damn thing. I was a little bit listen, I was a little bit grossed out by the whole thing, but I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I spoke about Ice Cube before.
Right.
Kanye West said himself that he got a lot of his anti-Semitic views from listening to Ice Cube. Ice Cube has shared anti-Semitic memes on Twitter and all kinds of stuff. So he's just not my type of guy when it comes to certain stuff. I mean, look, I like Friday just as much as the next guy. I like every day was a good day. You know, I like a lot of stuff about Q. The big three, I like what he's doing with that. You know, there's some questions about doing business with Qatar and all of that, but I get why people might like Q. But when he gets on this kind of tip, I kind of got to step away from him. So let me just share a little bit of context just so y'all know where to find it. Y'all could go to X. What is it called? Twitter now? X?
Yeah, they got that's the new logo. But
is it Twitter. Are we tweeting? Are we tweeting? I don't know how that shit go. But let me just give a little preview of what was going on.
As part of our ongoing, never-ending quest to find the few people in this country who are still willing to say what they actually...
Am I sharing this with you?
Yeah, we see it.
Okay.
Think out loud. We wound up in Los Angeles recently with the rapper Ice Cube driving through his old neighborhood. Didn't expect that to happen. Here's how it went.
I didn't expect
Dr. Dre came by this house. I'm going to show you. We're going to ride by. He used to live down the street from me. His cousin moved on our block when I was 12. He was 11. And his name is Sir Jinx. He became one of my producers when I went solo. Sir Jinx. He moved on the block, and then Dr. Dre was his cousin. So Dre came by a couple of times. It was cool, you know, to be able to see somebody who was actually making records. Yeah. We were still amateurs. Okay, out of this street, but the next one, make a left.
Get out there.
Man, the Maybach.
Now, because I don't want my pops to be like, what the fuck are you doing? All these people coming by my house. You didn't tell me.
Oh, your dad still lives there?
Yeah, my pop still lives here.
How long has your family been there?
Man, since 1962.
These boys, they all grew up on this block, okay? That's my son. That's my son.
Famously, it's one of the tougher neighborhoods in the city.
So where are we?
Right now, we're on Manchester. This right here, that's a cemetery where a lot of people in this area laid to rest right there.
Anyone you know?
Yeah, a lot of people I know.
Pause it for a minute. And people say, and people try to question Cube's gangster. That's what throws me is they try to say, oh, Cube was making music. He wasn't no real gangster. There's people that died, jits that died that we know that just died on stupid stuff. They wasn't really, you know, he's thankful to be able to make it out of where he made it out of. And people don't look at it like that. It's like, bro, you ain't get killed. You ain't go to jail.
Listen, I'm not, I don't really feel the need to call his gangster into question. People do define gangster in different ways. I've never known him to be affiliated with a gang.
To me, that don't make you a gangster. You know what I mean? You could be not affiliated with a gang, you can still be gangster. And Cube is gangster to me.
Fair enough. I don't even feel compelled to disagree or whatever.
No, you said something like that before, like he wasn't really a gangster. It was like, you know,
you'll have to get like an exact quote of what I said. You know what I'm saying? But Ice Cube did say that he wasn't in the streets like that. He got with NWA as a younger guy. I think he was a teenager. He got into rapping. It wasn't like he was running around.
It wasn't gangbanging. Yeah,
beating people up or what. So what kind of gangster you mean? What do you mean when you say gangster?
I mean, he handled his business. He protects
what business?
The business that he got going on.
What do you mean? What was that? Rapping?
Rapping, yeah. He was, putting people on in the hood. That's gangster to me. That's
straight up. If you're saying like that, fine. But I don't,
he ain't got to kill nobody and sell dope and go to jail. To me,
that's fine. That's fine. I don't agree with people robbing people, killing people, going there. I don't think he needs to be doing nothing like that. Okay. But it's a difference between him and Eazy-E, correct?
He was just a little bit more active. I mean,
No. Eazy-E. No, let's be clear. Eazy-E is a Crip member. Correct?
Yeah.
Suge Knight, Pyru, correct?
Yeah.
Even Tupac started rolling with the mob. I don't know about Cube.
Cube had his little clip. What was them boy's name? West Side Connection.
I don't know about. Was Cube in a gang? Was he beating niggas up? Was he? Did he get jumped in? Did Cube ever catch a charge?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm
we
just
from
saying.
Florida, and we know we got. If you in the streets in Florida, you handle your business. You can still be gangster without putting yourself in a group of people or having a group of people and making it seem like you have to be, pledging something.
Why does he have to be gangster? Though? We can't find another name. Can't we just say he was cool? I don't know. Gangster is the word to call a nigga who just be in the hood. I'm not saying he's a lame or nothing like that.
Yeah, like that's how I feel. Right.
I don't even care about that part of it. You know what I'm saying? But Cube was a different type of nigga. But you see the conversation started off innocent enough. Ice Cube's, talking about his history, NWA and all this stuff. But at some point, these boys got into politics and Ice Cube started talking about the COVID vaccine with Tucker Carlson. And he said that he refused rush job COVID vaccine because he didn't feel safe. Even turned down a movie role or whatever the heck it was, something to do with a movie for $9 million because he didn't want to get vaccinated. So, he also gave a story about,
Well, hold on. Is that a problem?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
He also said that he knows somebody that suffered from taking the vaccine, and they're suffering every day due to the vaccine. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Is it something wrong with him not wanting to take the vaccine? Is that a problem for what issue?
The vaccine is not mandatory, so him not taking the vaccine in and of itself,
he has a right to.
Is not a problem.
Right,
but there is a problem when you sit next to a white nationalist and you peddle conspiracy theories about vaccines that are saving people's lives. And right now,
I have to stop that because he's just giving his opinion. He's giving his opinion on his experience. He never said that he tried to influence nobody. He said he would have wished it was kept quiet. He didn't want to go on talking about, hey, I didn't accept it. I don't want to do it. So I think that you're throwing him under the bus for just expressing his opinion on why he didn't do it, and now he's taking accountability of it.
No. Listen,
go ahead.
I have been following Ice Cube. I have been following Tucker Carlson. You admitted at the beginning of this conversation you knew very little about Tucker Carlson, so you can act like this is just.
I'm talking about Cube, right? I'm talking about Cube right now. Go ahead.
With Tucker Carlson, let me finish, please.
Okay.
Tucker Carlson spreads conspiracy theories, not just about the vaccine. Anti-black conspiracy theories, anti-Semitic conspiracy theories that a lot of times get tied in with conspiracy theories about vaccines. We don't need that right now, is what I'm trying to say. So it's a little bit deeper than him just giving his opinion. It's a little bit deeper than that. When your opinion hurts people in the real world, it's people who could have been saved by the vaccine who might not take it because of what Ice Cube says.
So should Ice Cube not be able to speak his opinion about the vaccine?
He is allowed. Did I say he should be thrown in jail? I'm speaking my opinion now. Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm just saying that.
Good,
is it wrong for him to say this then? If it's going to influence people to not take
it's
the
wrong
vaccine?
for him to say it, but he could have his opinion. People have wrong opinions all the time. The KKK has some opinions about you being black. Are they allowed to say it? Yes. Are they wrong? Yes.
Yeah, so he's allowed to say it, but he's wrong too.
Never said he wasn't allowed to say it. But let's just keep in mind, Tucker Carlson was fired from Fox News for sending racist text messages. He said, and I quote, "It's not how white men fight," when he was talking about some white guys jumping somebody who was alleged to be part of Antifa. He also spread election conspiracy lies that got Fox News sued by Dominion for about $1 billion. I would think, as studious as Ice Cube comes off to be,
right,
that he would know a thing or two about Tucker Carlson. You really don't want to be aligning yourself with this kind of guy. I expect more from Ice Cube.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. Listen, hold on. I'm glad you said that you said he lining himself up. So that it was the same thing we had with Kodak Black and 6ix9ine. People were saying aligning himself, doing the video with him is not good. So for Ice Cube, what if he was got some monetary gain from this? Tucker Carlson reached out to him and he was like, yo, I'm gonna speak my mind and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab this bag. Do you got a problem with that?
Yes, I have a problem with it.
Okay, just like some people got a problem with Kodak doing the song.
I don't care. Go ahead. That is so different than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about racism, right?
So if Tucker Carlson pay you a bag to come do an interview to hear you talk, you would decline it just because it's Tucker Carlson.
Listen, if I did an interview with Tucker Carlson, I'm gonna come out there and speak some real shit. I could do an interview and say some real shit, just like Kodak.
How you know he ain't real? He
Damn,
really
dog,
feels like that.
Like you asked me a question and then you cut me off, bro. I let you.
You're making it seem like he ain't speaking real. Go ahead.
He's not speaking real. He's speaking trash. Just like that anti-Semitic shit he talks is trash. This is trash as well.
Really how you
can
feel.
Get on, bro,
but it's real.
I'm gonna let you talk, and when you finish, I'll talk.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm finished. Get it all out, because every time I start talking,
saying what he's saying is he's saying fake stuff. He's not saying real. He's saying everything that's real to him is what he believes. Just because you don't agree with it, that don't mean it's not real. You could just say I don't agree with Cube. That's it. But I can't say if it's real or not. I will respect that, but you saying what he's saying is fake. He just he ain't it. This is true to him. This is what his experience in his life is and how he feels. Everybody got to be able to speak their piece. We all not gonna have the same experience out here. But go ahead.
So when racist white people say that black people are inherently dumb, they're just born dumber than white people. That's their opinion. Do you think that's right or wrong?
That's wrong.
Okay. But they're just talking real shit. They're just giving their opinion. Just because you don't agree with it, that doesn't mean that it's real. It's not real. It's real to them. Yeah, you sound silly when you say that. So what I'm trying to say is Tucker Carlson has amplified the ideology of white nationalism countless times over and over again. It's not real shit. It has been disproven, debunked. It's just not real. Now, if you want to go and say that all opinions are the same and they weigh the same, fine. That's that both sidesism that Trump engages in, right-wing politicians engage in. If you want to go down that trail, fine. I don't like it, especially now when it comes to the vaccine stuff, because I'll bring up Ronnie's situation. He had cardiac arrest. There's people like Elon Musk trying to tie that to vaccines, even though it's been studied. Sudden cardiac arrest among athletes has been studied thoroughly. They're just stoking conspiracy theories about vaccines again. They'll bring up myocarditis, even though your chances of getting myocarditis is higher after getting COVID than it is on the vaccine. These are things that people don't research. They just hear a guy like Ice Cube sitting with Tucker Carlson and say, oh, that makes sense, because you don't know enough. You're not media literate, you got low information, and you're not thinking critically about this shit. So you can say, oh, it's real stuff, but it's not, and it hurts people. There's real life consequences to sitting with a guy like Tucker Carlson, making him seem like he's cool. So
yeah, I didn't get that Tucker Carlson was cool this whole video. I was more on what Ice Cube, how Ice Cube felt.
Oh, well, let me ask you this. Is it possible that it possible that Ice Cube is confused, misinformed, and misinterpreting the things that he's reading or the things that he's seeing in the world? Is that possible?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Yeah, okay. But Ice Cube seems like to me somebody who's gonna stand up for what he feels, and he ain't gonna let nobody back him down or try to make him feel like what he's saying or how he feels should be, challenged, or feel like just because, you say this that I can't be able to feel like this and tell you this. So he's that type of guy, and I respect people like that, so wherever how he feels, that's how he feels. And I know he ain't being paid or promoted. I feel like he's just speaking from his experience.
Nobody's saying he's being paid or promoted. So
to say things, yeah.
Cube worked with Trump on his campaign in 2020, so I'm not surprised. Cube been kind of weird. He been doing weird
Basically,
stuff.
You saying he been on the right side. You on
he just been weird.
You on the left, and that's
anti-Semitic, right side.
He always been anti-Semitic. You know that.
So I don't like that. I don't like that. And anybody who doubts a theory is either stupid, brainwashed, closed-minded, or they're in on the conspiracy. I get it. I've heard all this stuff. That's not what's going on here. I'm just somebody that uses logic, reason. Right. I let my opinion go where the evidence lies, and I categorically disagree with the shit they was talking about. But y'all chime in on the comments. Y'all let us know how y'all feel. If you like what you hear, go ahead and like and share. You could join the tribe by hitting subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We need all the subscribers we could get. We should get some comments on this one, because I know people were split on this one. Before we go, I'll read something that somebody said, a little tweet from a guy named Breathing in Black. He says, "Sell out how? Ice Cube can only talk to certain people? It's his people who criticize him daily. You'll soon realize black men aren't entertaining the status quo of the same thing." How you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like if somebody reaching out of bounds to speak their piece to whoever they want to speak to, I think he aligns on the right side with Tucker Carlson, and that's what a lot of people.
We could agree on that. We could end it on a note we agree on. Ice Cube does align himself with some right wing folks. Y'all get in there in the comments, man. Let us know how you feel.
Straight up, man. Y'all stay shrewd.
Yeah, damn right.